with a very special guest who crushed it last time he was on our show. Let's welcome in a defensive end who was a 3-time All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, 16 seasons in the NFL, 11 with Indianapolis, one of the best pass rushers of all time, Super Bowl champion Dwight Freeney. How are you?
I'm doing good, Kay. What's happening with you? You doing all right?
I'm doing great. I'm not as great as you. Listen, nobody's retiring my jersey anywhere. Let's talk about this. Congratulations.
You got to get a jersey first. You got to get a jersey first, then we can retire it.
Congrats,
No,
Dwight.
absolutely, but thank you. I
You were
appreciate
honored.
it.
If anybody out there doesn't know, your alma mater, Syracuse, and as part of your induction into the College Football Hall of Fame, and congratulations, yes, there was a bit of a surprise announcement. They're retiring your jersey. What does that feel like?
I mean, it's absolutely awesome. I mean, this is things that you don't even think about. You go out there, you play a game, you play it to whatever level you want to play it at, then you retire or you go on, and then all of a sudden they surprise you with these types of things. Now, Syracuse retiring my jersey, I mean, they don't do that often, all right?
Yeah.
So that meant so much to me and my family and everybody who helped me get there.
Now, in your senior year, I love these pictures, amazing. You were an All-American, you had 17 and a half sacks, you were 9th in Heisman voting. What was your, like, if you had to pick one moment, one game maybe that stuck out, what would it be? And I hope it's the time that I think you, like, sacked Michael Vick 19,000 times in a game.
You know what? I love mentioning that game, but I also hate mentioning that game. And the reason being is because I had 4.5 sacks, really 5 sacks, whatever.
Okay,
the other
round
guy
up.
happened to fall onto the sack while I was there already, whatever. But we lost the game. So it's one of those great feelings. It's not okay. It's one of those great feelings individually. But from a team perspective and the overall feeling is you want to win the game. And we didn't win. So it's kind of like I feel great, but we lost.
And that's why you were celebrated. That's why you're in the College Hall of Fame. And I'm like, it's okay. I like the individual. I mean, 5 sacks, sorry. 5 sacks on Michael Vick. That's no small feat. That's amazing and should be celebrated. Dwight, you always tell it like it is. That's why I'm so excited to talk to you. We're going to dig right in here because there's a lot of chatter around the NFL about the roughing the passer calls, how they're getting called, why they're getting called, what should be called, what shouldn't. The NFL posted a video trying to clarify how the calls are made, but everyone has got more mad about it. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't think you have enough time in the segment for me to talk about roughing the passer. Listen, I retired at the perfect time. Okay. Let me just say that. Look, it's a call that if you hadn't played a defensive end, defensive line position, or linebacker position, you truly don't realize how difficult it is to hit the quarterback, do your job, okay, make the play under these circumstances of how you have to hit them. Now, you have blatant type of hits, which we understand, hit him too high, helmet hits his helmet. Those types of things happen, okay? But what they need to do is look at it from an intentional standpoint. Was that an intentional hit, intentional, like laying your weight on him? Those types of things have to come into play. It needs to be reviewable because guys are just going out there doing their job. You have a 350-pound offensive lineman blocking you. You have to be going full speed around the corner, and then you're getting to a guy who does not want to be hit. The quarterback doesn't want to be hit. Some quarterbacks like Josh Allen will throw you off and stiff arm you, whatever it is. So you have to come with all the aggression that you have to hit the quarterback. So if you get to Josh Allen in the pocket and you're half stepping or you're worried about, okay, let me be careful. Let me not hit him too high. Let me not hit him too low. Let me not lay my weight on him. You're going to miss the play. You're not going to be able to tackle the guy. Okay? This is not like he's just saying, hey, tackle me, please. Like, when you see Tom Brady's going to fall before you get there 9 times out of 10. 100%. He doesn't want to get hit, right? He's an older guy. Older guys don't want to. But the younger guys, they're trying to move out of that pocket. Yeah. Those guys have pads too. So you have to find a way to I guess call the game. And it's a tough job for the refs. I understand, because those rules that they have, it's kind of like, don't put your weight on the quarterback when you take him down. How can you not do that? You're going full speed.
It's like full weight too. I think it's interesting that you have compassion for the refs here, and you should, because it's got to be. They're going full speed. It has to be hard for them to see what's going on, and they're told it's a point of emphasis, right? So they're calling it, but it's hard to judge. I think making it reviewable is the move.
It has to be reviewable. I get it. It's going to slow down the game, but truth be told, things happen too fast, and guys have jobs to do. And it's not just the quarterback out there, just the only guy that matters, the only guy that has a job, the only guy that has a family, the only guy. It's everybody across the line has a job to do. So yes, the refs have to call it based on the letter of the law, right? Because they want to keep their job, right? But the players, listen, we have to keep our job. So if we go around that corner and we're trying to make a play and we straight up whiff, or the quarterback throws us off, or, God forbid we get hurt trying to prevent myself from hitting the quarterback, and all of a sudden something else happens, it's on me now. It just needs to be reviewable. Okay. I understand it. It's the intent should be factored in. You want to protect the quarterback. I get it.
But what, can you tell intent? Like, should we just be like strapping these guys to a lie detector test after the game and see what they were thinking? Because you got to be honest, we do have to protect the quarterback. How do you protect the quarterback in this? Because you were putting your full weight on some of these QBs back in the day, Dwight. Don't lie to me.
Look, first of all, absolutely, without question, I wanted the quarterback to break my fall. Why does he get more protection than I do? I got 350 guy here. I got another guy who's 280-pound tight end or guard or whatever it is, getting double teamed. By the time I get to the quarterback, I need a little relief. Guess what? I might have to fall on him. I'm just saying it happens. But the thing is, you're not intentionally trying to hurt the guy. Okay, but you're getting there. You have to get there aggressively. No different than any other position that goes. No one else gets those protections. And I get it. The league, they want to protect the quarterback because the quarterback is driving our game right now. So I understand that. But there has to be a line that we can't cross where it's like, okay, look, protect the quarterback, but keep the integrity of the game. Okay, guys have to be able to play aggressively because this is a violent game. Yeah. However you want to shape it and make it look great with a little bow on it, you can do all of that stuff. It's a violent game, all right? Controlled violence. And when you get to the quarterback, you want to hit him, and you got to hit him pretty hard to get some of those guys down.
I think, the review versus the full speed is what is the solution. Unless we're saying, like, let's just take away power from the quarterback so they can get hit and nobody else cares because they got pads too. And I'm fine with that too. A little like distribute the weight and importance of the other guys, as you would be a big fan of. Another thing going on in the NFL right now are everyone's really calling out the fines. J.J. Watt, very vocal about like ridiculous, absurd fines for players for ridiculous, absurd things. Do you agree with J.J.? Were you ever hit with any fines that you thought were crazy?
I mean, I was hit by a few fines talking to the refs. I mean, talking about the refs after the game. Okay. Look, fines are going to happen. They're part of our game. They're internal, they're external. It just is what it is. You just have to go out and play the game, and hopefully, God willing, you don't get a letter in your locker on a Monday or a Tuesday stating that you got fined for hitting the quarterback too hard, or you got fined for this hit, that hit. It just is what it is. I don't know how you prevent that.
Well said. I want to ask you about Myles Garrett, who was on our show this week. Yeah. He's so fun to talk to and so insightful, and he's really having like one of his best seasons. He's taunting a lineman with crossover taunts. He's leaping over the line to block field goal. He's doing it all. T.J. Watt, Micah Parsons, Max Crosby, they're also playing really well. Is Myles Garrett, in Dwight Freeney's opinion, the best pass rusher in the NFL right now?
Absolutely, hands down. Now, Micah is right there, for sure. TJ's right there, for sure. But Myles Garrett, when I see him, I look like it looks like a bigger version of kind of he's like a bigger version of me. He can throw guys around. He can move to the other side. He's going to the side, very similar to what Micah is doing. But I think just because you got a guy who's blocking field goals, completely taking over the game, the way that he does. Everybody knows he's coming. It's not like they have a huge blitz scheme in Cleveland. You know, they don't blitz all the time. Now, Micah's a beast. I love Micah's game. They do, and I know, you know, what they do over there for the most part. You know, they do like to blitz, have different blitz packages for the most part, and have him freed up different ways. That doesn't take anything away from him. He's still a beast. But Miles, they have more front four down linemen, pass rush, go get it, and he goes and destroys. He's awesome.
No TJ Watt mention?
No, I love TJ Watt. I mean, it's kind of like splitting hairs. But when you got a guy jumping over offensive guards and centers, blocking field goals, you have a guy who can line up on the center, line up on the other side. You know, TJ doesn't move around as much. And that doesn't mean that's anything negative towards TJ. Totally. He just dominates from the position that he's at. But, yo, Miles is just, I don't know.
He could be MVP. We'll see. He's got Lamar Jackson, who he sacked 4 times, or you know, we'll round up to 5 for him, too, I think, in his career, and see if they can pull it out. We've got a lot of fun pass rush stuff going on. We got Chase Young joining his former teammate and Nick Bosa. They're trying to bring that defense back and help take some pressure off the secondary. Dwight, we appreciate you so much for coming on the show and letting us know about how much you hate roughing the passer.
Oh, my God. Thank you for having me on.
You're the best.
I love you. Thank you.
I love you, too. Thanks, Dwight.